Hi guys, Aislinn here from diy. Welcome back to my channel. If you're enjoying these videos, please hit the subscribe button below and you will be notified whenever I do my next DIY project. Now in today's video, I'm going to be making over this garden fountain. This fountain has been in my life for, I would say, 30 plus years. It was actually in my parents' house and it was my job when I was a little girl to look after the water fountain. So it was my main job every year. I used to come out, I used to paint it different colours. I would have put in all the flowers. And it was just one of those things that I really loved doing. Now when I bought this house, my mum and dad asked did I want to take it with me, and of course I said yes. I jumped at the chance. I take everything, no matter what it is. You never know what you could do with it in the long run. So I got the fountain. Every year I kind of do different kind of floral displays in it, but this year I decided to do something a little bit different. I want to plant some succulents. I just love succulents. I love the colour, I love the texture, and they're really easy to maintain as well. So today I'm going to be using Sempervivums and Sedums, and they are really hardy succulents, so hopefully they will thrive here in our Irish climate. The most important thing you have to remember when you're planting sedums or succulents or Sempervivums is to prepare the soil properly. Before you pick your spot where you are going to plant your Sempervivums or succulents, you have to pick a really sunny spot, so this gets the sun all day long, which is really good. You also have to make sure you have really good drainage and you don't need any extra water, so no drip feeds into this. Sempervivums are really shallow rooted, so they only need a little bit of soil. So I'm going to build up different layers here and then only put a little bit of soil in, okay? As I said, today I'm going to be using Sempervivums and Sedums, which are hardy succulents. So that's the plants that I'm going to use today. I'm also going to use some horticultural grits, some sand, some rubble, a little bit of gravel, and some succulent potting mix. Like any project, the first thing I did was I cleaned down the water fountain with my power hose. Then I filled the base with some gravel and also some crockery. This is just, again, some crockery I had sitting about the house, no longer need it, and I broke it up with a hammer inside a tea towel and filled it. Now this is really going to help with the drainage. Now I'm going to put on the next layer, which is sand. So this is just builder sand I got from the DIY store. And the reason I'm doing this is that the Sempervivums really like a gritty soil. So the sand is nice and gritty. When planting Sempervivums, you need to use a grit soil, and this is what this is. I picked this up in B&Q. It is a succulent potting mix for healthy plants. So it has added grit and sand for optimum drainage. So again, drainage is key. So I'm just going to put this in here. And again, they only need a little bit of soil, these plants. And if you look closely, you can actually see the grit in it. So I'm just going to smooth that out, make sure I get it all. If you've been following my previous videos, you know I like to put in my flowers first or my plants first to see exactly where they go, what colours look nice beside each other, and want to kind of have an idea of what I want to do, then I start planting. So that's what I'm going to do now, the fun bit. So I'm going to start on the top first. So again, you don't want to plant them right down to the bottom. You do want to leave a bit of room that I can put some of the horticultural grit on top, because that's going to stop the leaves from rotting. I have a few little tiny ones that have come off the buds, so I'm going to replant them because they're still alive and they're so cute. So I'm going to put a few smaller ones up at the top, just to fill it out. And that's the beauty about these Sempervivums, is that they will grow and get fuller, and you can just keep on taking off the little leaves and putting them on another bit of soil, and they will just get more beautiful and fuller. I'm really happy with the layout of the Sempervivums and the Sedums. I think they look really nice together. I just love the colours. I love the little flower ones, and also the Sedums, the way they're just so floaty or fluffy in the wind, and they're just going to grow over as well, and this one's a little trailing one, so really like that. As I said, you don't have to plant the succulents too deep because you don't want them to rot, and one thing that really helps to prevent the rot is to put the horticultural grit on top of the soil. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I've chosen like a golden gravel which will match our golden stones, so I'm just going to gently put them around all the little plants, and this is really going to help them survive our climate. This is the completely different look for this fountain. I've never seen it like this before, so it's very interesting. I'm going to add a little bit of water now, and then hopefully in a couple of weeks' time this will be thriving and all the little plants will spread out and be a lot fuller. There's one more little thing I'm going to add to it to turn it into a dream DIY project, and that is to add some solar lights. I want to have them draping down so it looks like flowing water at night time. So that's what I'm going to do next. Well, that's it for this week's video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the subscribe button below. I'm delighted with how it turned out. I'm loving all the Sempervivums, the Sedums, and also the solar lights, which hopefully in a couple of hours will turn it into flowing water. I can't wait till the sun goes down to show you those pictures. So again, thanks for watching, and remember, if you can dream it, you can DIY it. Last minute fix. I cut the post, it just looked unsightly, so we cut that off and it looks so much better.